Why haven't you gone to the grocery store, Brandon?
What? Yeah, because I've been gone. I just got here.
I don't grocery shop, dog.
Yeah, but she been gone.
And I'm looking busy.
And I've been making sure the kids eat.
But not grocery food.
Nah, I'm just
clearly. Baby got diarrhea.
I'm a cook, man.
Hey, I looked at a pizza in Costco today and was like, nah, man, I think Brandon fed his kids enough pizza
one
for all
over there
of us.
right now.
Yeah, yesterday I came home to 2 big boxes of Costco pieces.
Okay. Jama like it when the song cry. Okay. Where we going with this? Okay. This is some smooth groove. We done made it, baby. We hella big. 2 dudes and the chick, boy, we splitting wigs. We on the top, and we ain't gonna fall off. I got the doc, keep my dude, man. Got Tiff in the room, man. I'm high, catching feeling, and man, even willing. Not high, but I'm catching the feeling as if I'm high and I'm willing. We never fall off. We on top. We ain't gonna stop.
Wait, so I was gonna say
I was feeling it, and I was like, oh.
Hey, as you was going through it, I said, oh, this got a little Jay-Z vibe to it.
I was trying to take that.
I was like, it got a little Jay-Z vibe, but then you lost your flow. It was nice for a second, but then you lost it.
I felt it the first 10. I was like, ugh, I'm gonna kill this, and I was like, you going left, bring it back.
Yeah, you almost had it.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. It's Priest Daddy, a.k.a. Mr. PhD, Pretty Handsome Don Juan, Double S, Slim and Sexy, Double SCD, Slim and Sexy, Celine Dion. Sorry, ladies, keep you waiting. Hey. What's up? Hater. She gonna burp with my what's up. Like, she gonna time it.
Hey, it was perfect.
I didn't know it was coming. I really didn't know it was coming. So you saying that you guys don't know, you guys always know when your burp is coming?
Yeah, intro yourself.
I mean, you can feel it. So this Dr. IJ, and I just want to say, I need all of our listeners to get off your AKA bandwagon, man. People posting comments trying to say your name. Like, I need folks to chill.
Say who name?
Wait,
your name.
My name. What are you talking about?
You didn't see the comments? Somebody want to shout out your AKA, your aliases?
Where?
Nah, I didn't see it.
I'll have to show you later, bro.
All right. Go ahead. We got
Tiff. They getting out of control.
And we got Tiff in the building.
Hello? Oh, hi.
Look, we're talking about him multitasking, man. Stay focused.
Listen, I'm working, okay?
Cut off phones, man.
I'm working. I'm working.
What's going on with the roundup?
It's getting real, guys. It's getting so real. Oof.
Hey, I sent in my...
I seen that. Thank you. Did you pick your food?
Wait, so look, man. When I went to do my thing, I didn't get an option for a +2.
Because you don't have one.
I do have a +2.
You don't.
I do.
You have you, yourself, and you.
I can't come with a +2?
Brandon can be your date.
He said I didn't have an option for a +2. No, you don't, sir.
That's cold, man.
It's not cold.
I had a plus. Hey, it's people that's canceling. Y'all should just...
Only one person has said no so far.
Dang.
Yeah. Let's be clear, like, you're barely on the list to be acting to bring somebody.
I know I'm barely on the list.
You can't bring somebody to a party that you're barely invited to.
I know I'm barely on the list. But since I'm in the building, I figured.
You can bring somebody with you and they can hang out and chill. But Saturday, you come through and then you go and hang out the rest of your weekend.
Damn. Somebody gonna be broken.
Oh, you already
set the stage?
I did. Well,
why would I been told you didn't have no +1? Didn't I been tell him that?
I thought you did.
I know I did.
No, I thought he was trying to be funny.
No, serious. Cause look,
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was trying to be funny.
No, cause look,
I'm like, I thought it was
talk? I thought it was a solo, and then I got the invitation, And on the invitation, it said, how many am I bringing? So I put 2 in it, and I mailed the invitation off. And then after I mailed the invitation off, I was like, wait a minute, let me go online and just do this online. So y'all going to get the invitation that says 2. If y'all could just honor that and not honor.
No, I would have got that because did you see that they're all coming to me?
Oh, are they?
Yes, the RSVPs are coming to me. So I would have gotten in my mail. Oh, got the black cards. It's like Christmas every day. Opened it up and seen your name. Been like 2. I've been like, okay, he's not bringing somebody. And then when I would have seen you today, I would have been like, sir, you're not bringing anybody. So that sucks if you already told somebody that.
I did,
coming.
though.
So
I
what
really
I'm
did.
saying is you can still come with whomever you want to come with for the weekend, but on
That day.
Well, see, I was trying to get you into the welcome party. You can't just be bringing people to the welcome party with you either. So it's either you don't come to the welcome party or you come by yourself. And then Saturday
we
you
finna
come
be
by
turned up
yourself.
that weekend.
And then Sunday you guys have the whole day to yourself. We're going to the beach.
Cause hey, it's an event, dog.
To stay in a nice hotel.
Wait, you literally just said spend the whole weekend by myself and then Sunday spend a day.
Yeah.
Hey, we finna be a fan.
I mean, you'll come at night. You'll return to your room.
That's
The rehearsal, dinner, and welcome party on Friday is over with at like 7, 8. Like, we're eating it early because, we got stuff to do the next day.
Well, I appreciate being invited to the welcome party.
I'm really glad that you spoke this now because I would have hated for you to do that weekend. Ooh, that would have been bad.
I wouldn't have. No, we had plenty of time. That's why I made sure.
I'm just saying, like, had you not mentioned it and then just showed up,
you would have got the. You would have got the.
Yeah, you're right. I would have.
The invitation that said 2.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
At least we far enough out where I can send that rejection letter.
Unless you go a little bit earlier, that way, about time Friday, Saturday come, it's not like.
But you're the wedding planner. Hey, I need you to just.
No, not happening.
Come on, just squeeze.
Hey,
Not
like you
happening.
just thought about it. Like, wait a minute, who I'm talking
Just,
to?
hey, look, I pay.
I pulled the string to get you on the list.
Yeah, I know, but
And that's all I can do.
Wait, no, but what you can say is he lonely.
Then probably what the response will be, he don't gotta come.
I'm finna say, man, he going on a dude's trip with us, but that's gonna be afterwards.
That's way after.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Sorry.
I can't. Not
Try.
for strangers. Not at 200 plus a plate.
I
Like,
pay for my plate.
no,
It's $200 a plate.
200 plus.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for my plate or her plate. She's gonna have to get some Chick-fil-A that night.
Not
Hey, it's
Chick-fil-A.
about to be an event. Hey, so what's going on, man? What's going on
Yeah,
around
well,
up?
I can't wait to do a recap of the wedding. It's gonna be great. The roundup this week, shoot, I just got back from Vegas last night. Hella late. My flight kept getting delayed. Freaking Southwest flights always getting delayed.
Yeah, especially out of Vegas.
Man, I was like, I got the shortest route and my flight get delayed. Vegas was amazing. It was my cousin De'Ara's bachelorette party, whose wedding I'm also in August, a couple of weeks after Britt's. And the turn up was really real. I never been to Vegas like that before and had that much fun. It was amazing. It was 20 of us from San Diego, LA, the Bay, Dallas, and Atlanta, all coming together to celebrate my girl.
That's hard.
I feel like a lot of all women groups went to Vegas this past weekend. Like, I feel like
Well,
y'all
it
had
was
all-
Memorial Day weekend.
I know, and I feel like y'all had it like really just cracking in Vegas.
It was so much fun, but when we first got there, we was walking through because we didn't get there until about probably 12 or so or 1. But the day parties had already started, so
Yeah.
everybody is in their swimwear. Like we're walking through looking like when you come to church late and the praise and worship already happened, so everybody is already like
Yes.
hyped, and you
Yes.
come in and you be like, all right, your energy is not the same as everybody else.
They was already
They were
on
already
one.
there. And these girls, let me tell you, wow.
Hello.
I was like, everybody looked really ratchet for the most part. It was just really, I have never seen so many lace fronts in my life at one time. Like, everybody had on a wig.
What's wrong with lace fronts? Like,
No.
why?
Not all of them were good ones.
I feel that.
I feel if you can tell right away it's a lace front, it's not a good one. Are you good? Or what are you doing?
I'm looking for something. Go ahead.
Because I don't feel like I have your...
Go. I'm listening. Lace fronts, not all of them good. Come
Okay.
on.
Anyway.
Don't do that again.
But it was a lot. And then, I don't know, I just felt like these girls are different. I didn't feel like they were from where I'm from.
Some of them was from.
It's Vegas. Everybody from everywhere.
They just lost their home training.
I
That's
get
all that
that.
was.
I'm just saying.
Vegas,
so our
man, look,
particular group was just different than most of the girls we were seeing out there.
What separates y'all from the chicks that y'all's around? In Vegas?
Wholesomeness.
I feel like we were a little bit more on
Marriage.
the classy side. But then if you were to check out my IG story, you probably would think opposite.
Lack of whole nations.
Because we went, it was just fun. It was fun. It was so many
You see
black
her-
folks
You
up.
see her IG story?
I don't follow her on IG.
That is so crazy to me that
Why?
you do not follow me on IG.
Cause y'all married. That's inappropriate.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's not
That's-
dumb.
that's pretty
just
dumb, dog.
inappropriate,
What are you
babe.
talking about is inappropriate?
It's your business partner,
It don't matter.
Yeah.
She's
Your
also,
neighbor.
your
No,
neighbor.
No,
been
she's your wife first.
going solid for 2
Right.
years.
Wife, number one, neighbor, partner. Because of wife, I don't even have her number saved in my phone. If you ask me what's
I know.
Tiff's
I
number,
call him and he'll pick up the phone every time like he don't know who it is.
because it's
You don't got my number saved in your phone.
Yeah, but I know your number by heart.
You don't got nobody number saved in your phone.
I know, but I know people's numbers by heart.
You don't know my number.
I don't, because that's inappropriate.
That's just dumb.
Yeah, it is pretty.
That's dumb.
I don't want to say the incorrect word, but that's not. That's kind of different.
That's not different.
That's
It's
kind of.
dumb.
Hey, that's real queer. I googled it. Queer means strange and different.
Know. I know. Look, I know. I know.
I think that is just.
No, that
don't make no
look,
sense to me.
It don't
like,
make no
honestly.
sense.
That don't
Look,
make no sense, dog.
A man should not have another man's wife.
It depends on who the man
Anything.
is.
It depends on the relationship and what y'all got going on.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I just feel like it's inappropriate all the way around.
you scared you might send her a freaky text or something? Like, what?
Gonna slide in my DMs on
like-
accident.
Yeah, like, what she, send her a dick
What?
pic? Like,
Jeez,
where we going with this? Like, what's?
Louise.
I trust.
Wow, and
I
y'all
trust,
just,
I
y'all-
trust you, dog.
Y'all just went
I'm just saying.
1,000% left. No,
Hey, I trust you.
I feel that, and I appreciate your trust. I just
Okay.
feel like it's inappropriate.
All right.
I do not
disagree.
have not one married person's number in my phone.
I disagree.
Like
Completely
if you
disagree.
married, unless I don't respect your husband, then
Wait, what about you? What about? I mean, you in a business with a lot of people. There's a lot of married women that phone numbers that you have to do business with.
that's different. If I only know you in a business context, then I will have your number in my phone based on like I have to get in contact with you in order for us to conduct business. But if I need to get in contact with Tiff, I just get in contact with you.
And
We're
I
also
always say contact Tiff.
But time out. We're also in
always
we have a group chat going on.
Yes, so I will respond in the group chat.
I
thankfully.
text you individually.
Yeah, but I've never texted you individually. I don't think.
She gonna go. Yeah, you gotta go through your phone. Trick that. So what's man?
Hold
let's
on.
get off this weird hype. What's
Yeah,
going on in
that's
Vegas?
another Ijomaism.
That's not an
just-
ejoma.
that's
I
wild.
guarantee
Hold on.
that there's other people in this world, lots of other people who believe what I
That's
believe.
weird as hell. So
It's
what's-
dumb. Because of the dynamic of our relationship, that's dumb.
No,
I
because of the,
concur.
because of the dynamic of how we initially met each other, that's appropriate. Those original dynamics don't get overturned just because new dynamics are in play. The original dynamics still. I'm a constitutionalist. I believe in what the founding
The
fathers.
original dynamic was you guys went to school and high school together, ain't seen each other in 20 years. So essentially it's almost like we're all meeting again for the first time.
Right. And in that.
And I was with him when he met you.
Right.
2 years ago, however long that was.
Right.
So that means that we all established a relationship together at the same time.
No. I established a relationship with him, and you were his wife.
No, because I was with him when you pulled up to the thing.
No, I get that.
So the
I understand that.
relationship is changed
Yeah,
as relationships do.
I know you feel as though we were mutually creating a relationship, but no, I was bonding with Brandon, and then I always saw you as Brandon's wife.
Well, because I am his wife.
Right, but that was
So
that was
how
it.
else would you see me?
And then somehow along the way in the process, you became his wife, but also my friend, and then my partner. But
the minute I became your partner,
no,
the minute that I could have got my name in your phone.
No, because my communication with you always has to go through your husband. It goes through your husband, and then your husband says, "Hey, why don't you contact her directly?" And then what I do is I contact you through the group text.
It has to be hard to be you.
No, that's normal. That's
it's
how
not normal.
It is.
Cause
And y'all got sidetracked. So Vegas.
wow.
That's the Ijomaism. I'm with
All
you on
right.
that.
Anyway, we get there Saturday.
I'll be proven right.
It's Memorial Day weekend, so it's hella packed. It's hella expensive the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Like, why did we pick this weekend to go? Saturday we went to see. Well, first we had a bridal suite. We surprised the bride, decorated it. It's all fun. Everybody came in, started drinking because everybody bought their own liquor. So turn up started then.
You telling about your podcast?
To be friends with kids on IG. That's a whole nother.
I don't follow kids either.
Yeah. Like y'all got Bella's page.
Yeah.
Can't follow it.
Well, that's different because she's 5 and it's not really her page.
I still can't follow it.
But
it's inappropriate.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. Go back to what you were saying. Saturday.
Aye.
Memorial Day.
Anyway, we all get together. Eventually, everybody meets up. The bridal suite was like the home base. Cheers, yay, let's go. We went to check out Vivica A. Fox Black Magic show.
She got a show?
She's not there. I think it's just like namesake thing.
Okay.
Probably
What's
put
use
together.
her name? Her
I
name's
don't
still
know.
drawing?
I
Was it when
Listen,
she was hot with 50? And then they started and just kept it going? Like, how?
I have no idea.
Hey, you really trying to figure this
Like, he's
out?
really bothered by that.
I'm saying, like, that came out
Let
of
me
left
see,
field.
when
Hey,
Like,
was
for real
it
though.
established?
No,
Like
I
you
mean-
might as well call it the Priest D Black Box
man, come
Magic
on.
Show. Like
I double that crowd. It's cool. You ain't got to look into it.
No,
so what's
I'm
up?
she
curious
ain't
now.
had a hit since
Nah, it's
Booty
cool.
Call.
Come on, Tiff.
So, we went to that. So, I'd never been to a male review show before. So, I guess I don't really know what I was expecting. Maybe it's not Vivica A. Fox Black Magic Show. I could be wrong. I could have made that up.
Definitely made that up. Ain't nobody got nothing for Vivica Fox.
But I had to
Vivica
get
Fox,
it from,
Black
he's
Magic.
like Matt.
Nah, I'm saying that's just weird. Like, you know,
He
what I'm
really
Matt?
is bothered.
I'm right. I'm like, where did that come from? It ain't got nothing to do with Mad. It's like, where did that come from? Like, you just threw out. Why would you throw out Vivica Fox like
Okay,
that?
this is why. Because it says the cast members of the live show can be seen featured on the Lifetime network called Vivica's Black Magic. I guess she had a reality show.
What's the name of this thing?
Vivica's Black Magic.
It's just Vivica. Like, not
So
Vivica
I guess she had a
Fox.
reality show, and then from there,
Is it Vivica A. Fox or just Vivica? Like Vivica, the name.
Listen,
This Vivica.
she's in the picture. Vivica's Black Magic. She's in the picture with the guy sitting right there in the middle.
Well, that's Vivica A. Fox then.
Like, why are you so mad?
I'm
They
saying
trying
though.
to make it seem like, hey, is it a white lady named Vivica?
No, I'm saying like
Maybe it's a Vivica we don't know.
it ain't even Vivica. I'm just saying maybe
gosh.
it's like the Vivica Shakalar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
The Vivica what?
Yeah, like,
go on.
Vivica Shakala.
I think she had a reality show that turned probably into this, is what I'm
Alright.
assuming. I don't really know, but Vivica's Black Magic. I knew I didn't make that up. She's there. So
Go.
we went there. The show was cool. I guess that a male review is definitely different than a strip club, I'm assuming. Because
Man, was it cool? Like, was they like dancing on y'all and all that junk?
So what happens is you can buy a glow stick, and if you have the glow stick, like a necklace or any type of glowing thing, when they come out to the crowd, then they'll pay it. They'll show you some love.
And you know what's crazy? Like, we live together and we ain't talked about your whole weekend.
I know, because I just got home last night and you were like hella tired.
Man, go ahead.
So
This kind of remind me of
TV shows, because I always be
TV
like,
shows when
on
they be-
reality shows, I be like, ain't no way
Yeah,
that
how
they
y'all
ain't
live
already talked
together,
about this, and it's the next
and now
day.
you just now talking about it.
But it's
Like, they be
possible.
like, hey, sweetie, what's going on? Let me tell you about this. You be like,
How he be like, how'd it go last night?
yeah, like, nigga, y'all ain't talk.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
But
what
it really
remind me
does
of.
happen, because I really hadn't talked to you, because we got home late last night. You passed out, and you've been at work all day.
This new job.
This
That's
new
another-
job.
that's
I
another
hate
story.
it.
Come on now.
So,
New job is the worst.
so the
Yeah,
show,
it's
they
the
would
position.
go, the guys,
More
they
money, more
were very eye candy. I will.
Wait, did you get a raise?
Nah, it's lateral.
I'm sorry.
It just sounds good.
The guys were nice for sure.
Were they all chocolate?
They were all chocolate
For
of
real?
different shades.
They was hung
Black
like horses.
magic.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, so
Did they have the magic stick?
That's why I said they was hung
Some
like
of-
horses.
let me tell you. So what they did, that they would come out dressed different themes. Like there was airmen, and then they did like a new edition thing.
And
and
why
they-
we both want to know.
they-
How, how big was that thing, though?
so
Hey,
look,
Dick talk.
wait, hold on. So they would come out and they would do like a little dance routine, and then start grinding and stuff, and then they would like come out the shirt.
Uh-huh.
And then after they came out the shirt, then that's when they would like fall out into the audience. If there was like 4 or 5 guys on stage, when they go in the audience, like hell of them just like appeared out the back, like just appeared.
Hey, they always jumping on a big girl, huh?
They jumped on whoever had a glow stick.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Like that's
That's
That
the
means
signal.
that means.
That's
That means
the-
I'm ready.
Hey, them women. Hey, women in the strip club go ham on these dudes.
So this
dog.
wasn't a strip club.
This
though.
is a
Man,
this was
just
a male review.
A naked dude next to the
So
wild
that's what I'm
women
trying
is
to
like.
tell you.
They
Like
had to-
they didn't get
they had to
naked.
keep
That's
the
what I'm trying to
penis
tell you.
tucked.
I get it, but I'm saying I don't stop women from grabbing on it, trying
No,
to
they
lick it.
encouraged you to touch them and stuff like that. Like they will grab your hands and like want you to touch them. So it was 20 of us, like I said, but we only got a glow stick for the bride to be. So that was fun. For whatever reason, I end up getting a lap dance. I don't even know how. I was like, I don't have a glow stick. Like keep it moving. But they were, so it's Rose. And so she was kind of in the middle. So they would come and dance. And then he would like slide his pipe on our knees as he like moved.
Oh, dang, that nigga.
Nigga
Like
hanging,
there's
huh?
hella room to where you don't even gotta touch me when you go out the aisle. But he would like
Nigga,
just like
I'm dropping
slide-
dick off. Dropping it off, huh? You get a dick. You get
But
a
I'm
dick.
like, there's no
You-
way
here,
that
you.
these are like natural boners, because it was like rock hard. And how do you do
Now
that?
you know what? I talked to I know a stripper, and I'm like, yo, so you just got to be hard, like.
How did they say they do it?
You know, I'm gonna ask questions. I'm like, so yo, send me that big? Are you just hard, or like how does it work? Like naturally,
They
like
put
I'm just
rocks in
curious.
their pipe,
It's like nah, they tie rubber bands around it,
and
like
that
to
makes it
to
stay.
keep the blood in there. I'm like, nigga, so
Oh.
you stripping this whole time with like a blood
That
clot?
because guys don't really get blood naked.
I'm like, you got a blood clot in that
That
joint?
makes
He was like,
perfect sense.
gotta do what you gotta do, baby. Get that money. He was like, ain't
Wow.
put no
They
harm
was
in it.
getting money too.
He said you just beat it, get it hard, and then just tie
Hold
it
it.
around there. Yep, hold it, go.
That's not that hurts though.
That's what I
or
said.
can
I
like
said
cause
he s-
long term.
he said put a ring around it. Like he said put a ring around it. So I
Oh,
just
like
said
a-
I
rubber
know the
band.
ring that.
Cockring.
Yeah, that's I know what they talking about, but
Look, he used one before. He wasn't gonna say nothing.
Nah, we
I
talked
never
about
used
that.
the cock ring before.
We talked about that.
Stop trying to.
We talked
She talk
about
about-
using one.
Me? I ain't tell you about that.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh,
try it.
you use the.
Yeah, this like a long time ago, dog.
I was talking about him because I forgot about
Hey,
you.
You
yeah.
what?
No, she was trying to put it on me. I'm like, no, but you admitted it.
Ah, I thought she was trying to out me.
Nah, you.
No,
She
I
was trying to
talking
out
about
me,
him.
and you ended up outing yourself.
Yeah, man. I thought we talked about it.
That
Cock
was-
ring.
We
Brandon.
did talk about it.
First of all,
Cock ring. Yeah, that's
that
me.
was the funniest thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
we did talk about this.
We
No,
couldn't
we ain't
even,
never talked about
Nigga,
this,
yes, we
bro.
have. But go
I
ahead.
don't know, but we could not
This-
stop laughing.
This is when we like had an apartment. Like
yeah, like
this
this
like
was a long time ago.
before we had
Like,
kids.
No, it wasn't.
Our first kid or something.
No, I was probably pregnant with Chum, but we could not stop laughing.
He's in an apartment.
No, we weren't. You know why I know? Because
He's in our house.
I was about to break it down.
Okay, no, go ahead. I'm trying to distance myself in years. Like, yo, this is like 10 years ago. How many years ago was that?
This is recent that you had the cock ring.
This is like 9 years ago. we rolling up on 10.
Okay.
Big Ben.
Keep talking. Yeah. You probably still got it in the room, but
nah, man. She went to some sex party thing.
I did not go to a sex party.
Where'd you go? I ain't gonna buy no ring.
I know you didn't, but somebody else did for a bachelorette party, and I ended up just getting one of them. That's how I know exactly when it was.
Weird as hell, blood. Like,
it was just so funny.
Hey.
It was a vibrating thing, though. I don't know if it didn't cut off no circulation or
look,
nothing.
nah, look. So what it did, like, look, what it did. Look, you put it down on the base, right? She's like, just try it. I'm like, trick it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? You put it down on the base, and then you hit the switch, and it just. I'm talking about like 100 miles per hour, dog. I'm like, dude, this feel hella weird. And then it had like a little box joint, like the switch is for her, like, you know what I'm saying. So when you hit it, hit the click, like. So man, like, I'm trying to like be cool with it, like, even though I'm feeling hella awkward. And she keep laughing like, this feels so weird. I'm like, and she laughing the whole time, making me laugh. And I was like, man, I'm taking this thing off. Took it off, blood. My joint was still rattling for like another 20 minutes afterwards.
So funny.
And you ever like did the treadmill or stood on something vibrating hella long? You get off and you're like, man, my legs feel hella weird. Like they still vibrate.
Balls was tingling.
Yeah, dog. 20-minute tingle, dog. I'm like, it's not going away.
20-minute tingle.
It's not going to.
Tingle.
It's not going away.
Tingle. Oh my God!
It was just such a funny thing that
yeah, that's me.
Didn't work out. But anyway, so they did their dances. But then one guy was. So they also have the hot seat, where somebody wanted, you pay extra and you get to go on the stage, and then they'll do like a whole shebang. And his pipe had to be, I'm telling you, like this long.
Forearm action.
The little sock thing they put on.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is just.
I
don't believe that. That was just too long.
Might have had some extra padding.
It was just something. And he didn't come down to the audience. You know what I'm saying? He had like a routine that he was doing. It was kind of, it was just a little bit different because he like was doing a dance and then he was like pour the water all over me and then still moving around. And then it was just strange. And then they had like hella steam. So you couldn't even really see what he was doing. And in between the acts, the host, he just talks so much.
Oh, they had a DJ in there, like,
it wasn't
hyping
even
up
the
the
DJ,
crowd.
It was like somebody on the mic. Like, it was just like a filler, obviously,
right.
But it was just like, okay, we can go now. Like, I'm over this. But anyway, we did that. Then we went out. Oh yeah. So we went out to the club. That was when we went to Light. No, we didn't. Yeah, we went to Light. That's at, I think, Mandalay Bay. All the hotels become a blur after a while.
Yeah.
Because it's just so many
like,
of them.
you
I don't
just walk
even really
around.
know
I still don't know which is
where
which.
we were, whatever. But
I know. I got a good sense of which is which, but they all do turn into a blur.
So, and they're huge.
Yeah.
Like, they are so big. You don't realize that
And
from
it's
the
like
outside.
you can walk in one
and
and
end up
into
in
another
one.
and not even know
Not
it.
even know.
You just be underground,
Yeah.
inside, just,
Mm-hmm. So that was that night. And then we got up the next morning and went to a pool party.
And I always wanted to go to a pool party. I ain't been to one.
So,
hey, I heard they got one up in Cash Creek.
A pool party?
Yes.
It'll probably be a different type of party.
Nah.
It be going down.
I heard Lightweight be lit in the
Right,
summertime.
It ain't like a Vegas pool party.
It ain't like a Vegas, but it's the closest thing we got to Vegas out here. That's
feel
within,
you.
like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, but I feel like a Vegas pool party.
But blood, I heard it be lightweight, lit Vegas style though. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like,
So
y'all
this
ain't.
pool
Which one did y'all
party-
go to?
Matter
We
of fact,
went
Baby
to-
Essex told me.
We went to Daylight, and that was at maybe
That one at the Palms?
that was at Mandalay Bay.
Then y'all go to rehab?
Nah, we went to Mandalay Bay pool party, Daylight, and then at night it was Light.
Got you.
But we were on the guest list, so we had to get there early, and it was hecka cold out there. So when we walked in, Nobody was in the water, obviously. They were all sitting around the edge of the pool, wrapped in the big orange towels.
Yeah.
And the DJ was popping, though. And then, of course, the crowd, because Jeezy was supposed to be there. So, of course, the crowd picked up. And once the clouds cleared, it got warm. But I felt so old because I literally had to Google Jeezy because I did not know.
You know who Jeezy was?
Not just off the rip. I had to once I saw his picture.
Man, oh my God. It's like,
listen, once I
you see what I be talking about?
It's just certain names.
Like, that's what I be saying. Like, and then she be like, well,
if you
why
said
would I know
21
that?
Savage, I'd
Why
be
would I
like,
like
okay,
that?
21 Savage. But Jeezy?
Was his name ever Young Jeezy?
Yes. It doesn't matter.
And
it's
then
like
he was saying like snowman or what's it called? Snowman? Okay. Once I saw his picture, I was like, oh, okay, that's who that is. Anyway, he came like hella later. Yeah. And he only did like a couple of songs. And then after a while, he was still there. But the DJ was just playing his songs. It was so strange. Like, it was.
The whole time?
Yeah. Like, he just came and probably got a couple of racks.
10, 20.
Right. And literally just standing up there while he didn't even have a mic in his hand at one point. And the DJ was just playing his music.
And he was just standing there, like just hyping up the crowd.
Because there was hella people on
It was
stage.
probably just a walkthrough.
I seen Diddy's sons. They came. They were so cute.
Diddy's sons?
Christian and Justin.
Mm-hmm.
They came through and went up to the stage or whatever. And DJ Mustard was there. No, he didn't walk through the crowd. You said, did he walk through the crowd?
I said he just basically came for a walkthrough.
Right.
One song and a walkthrough.
But it was just so dope because it was just nothing but, what is it? I can't never say it.
Melanin?
Melanin.
Popping. As far as the eye can see. It was amazing. I didn't see not one fight, no drama, no nothing. It was just everybody having like so much fun.
Would you go again next year?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I will go again. For sure. So that was that. And then we had to go regroup. And then we ended up. Did we go out that night? Oh, so we lost about half of the crew. Because the turn up was just real.
Well, see, I was going to ask that, like, out of the 20, how many was just.
Who was a hoe?
Thank you.
That's what you going to ask?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask.
You're going to go around there.
I'll
You go around the corner, down the street. How many hoes was in the group of 20?
But it had to be a runner.
It got to be.
It had to be 20.
20
the
is,
odds are, I'm saying it had to be at least
4
or 5.
Nigga.
Now, when you say that, what do you mean?
Well, come on now.
Come
Like
on.
don't
Are we
even
going back to this?
Yeah,
like
don't
who
even
went
try
and
to.
like got busy and stuff?
No, who's the hoe? There's a hoe in every group.
So,
Out of the 20, it had to be at least
4 to 5
5 that just was like
listen,
ready.
I am meeting these chicks for the first time.
Don't matter. It's always
You
one
can
hoe
tell
that's
one
like,
that's hot in the pants.
yeah, it's always one like, man.
All
got
it
this-
takes is for a nigga to come and say, ooh, and
Yeah,
maybe.
and you notice their pattern. It got to be one hoe
Yes.
like, ooh, she kind of loose.
I can't recall.
Hey,
Yeah,
woman
yeah,
code.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't recall.
yeah. Hey,
Chick
good
code,
answer.
yeah, chick code. I
Wait,
just,
wait,
I
good
just
answer.
introduced them to my podcast. Now, if they listen, if I tell
Yeah.
Chantel's a hoe,
I can't recall.
she tell a story
It's
about
all
one
good.
girl.
I
She like,
just know
girl, she talking about me.
that we had fun. We caught a
It's okay.
party.
She already told us half of them got lost.
Well, they got lost because they were asleep.
Yeah, I bet they was.
Because once we started, we didn't stop.
Sleep between who
Right.
legs.
So we had the party bus. The party bus was a real.
10 of them hoes.
If you see my IG, you would have seen it was a whole bunch of big booty Judies up there. Just we was having fun, shaking. A lot of stuff we couldn't even post because it was just like too much
know
to
stuff you
post
can't post.
online.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Somebody got touched.
Anyway.
Look,
Look,
yeah.
the group was too big. If
So
if we were a group of niggas,
it was Sunday, and then everybody was either
That's the one
leaving
right
Sunday
there.
or Monday. And then I'm thinking, okay, party's over. We're just gonna have a nice regular day. Let's go walk the strip and like just hang out. And they're like, all right, so we gonna go dinner at 10:30, and then after that we going to Club Marquee. I'm like, wait a minute. Like I'm just trying to go to sleep. Like, aren't y'all tired? Because these are all like 37 and up chicks. Like, these are not young chicks. And I'm just like, aren't y'all tired?
No, not Vegas.
I ain't Vegas.
They
That's all.
were, like,
Look,
they-
she hit me up like, I'm kind of tired. I'm like, look, dude.
I was.
You in
Power
Vegas.
through.
Yeah, Yeah, you in
Yeah.
Vegas, dog. Like you don't
Power
do this.
through.
You don't do this every night. You shouldn't even be talking to me.
Listen,
Like you know what I'm saying. Like
I
go do your thing.
was not even anticipating going out on Monday, but that was the funnest night we had.
Come on now.
That's what you
Because we
supposed
went to Marquee. Homeboy Akis came. He was there coincidentally, so we met up with
Akis
him.
is everywhere.
He's everywhere, right?
That nigga's everywhere.
It's so funny because one of the girls was talking like my friends coming through Akis, and I was like, "You talking about Akis from Vallejo?"
I'm telling you, Akis is
She
like
was like,
Superman.
"Yeah." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I know him."
That nigga will
Yeah.
pop up on the scene anywhere. and
I know.
just-
but
Nigga
that-
pop
it
up
was-
in the most random spots that I thought was random. Be like, what are you doing here?
I
Oh yeah, I just got a
know.
call.
He,
Slid
and he
through.
always got a nigga, a partner, or something.
He had somebody with.
Yeah. Somebody that got plugged like that nigga is a magician for
He
real.
had somebody with him. That's hecka funny, but he kicked it with us. We had a good time. Marquis was cracking, and then I don't even know how, but we made ourselves to somebody's table. It was some Germans, and they was turning up. It was one of their birthdays. Okay?
Come on now.
And they was turning up.
How they treat y'all? They treat y'all cool, like
Oh,
with
yeah,
respect
it
and
was-
love.
Beautiful. I
Yeah,
can
we
imagine.
were drinks, everything.
Yes.
And then they was
All for free.
partying
Yeah.
and dancing and just having a good time. And at some point, they came out with the lights, you know, the little sparklers and
Yeah.
like hella bottles of champagne. And then one of them took it open and did like this and
Sprayed
did the
it.
shake. I got up out of there so quick. I was like, oh, no, not me.
No, ma'am.
Hey, I
No,
do feel
sir.
like Vegas is one of those spots where if you can have a good time,
You
if,
can.
If you like, even not even trying to spend no money.
Nah,
I really.
if you just gotta be there at the free times, and if you don't want no table, and then you gotta
Right.
get drunk and turn up with the drunk people
Right.
with the table.
Well, the
But
only.
Vegas is
Secret
also one of
people.
them places that if
You
you
can't
if
get
you
in where you fit
green
in.
money, you can like take the turn up to a whole.
Oh,
Ew, if you
man.
go there
Another
with somebody
level.
with money, it's a whole different
It's a
experience.
That whole
whole-
nother. I learned that a long time ago. I
Yeah.
learned
Yeah.
I learned when Steve took us to
Disneyland.
Well, I was gonna say Toronto.
Oh, I forgot
Dis-
about that.
Disneyland. When we went to Disneyland, Steve is an NFL player that took the whole family,
Yeah, we were like 20 plus deep.
20 plus deep to Disneyland, and
2-day
that
park hopper.
I never had an experience like that.
You know, we don't get park hoppers.
Yeah, we had park
we ain't going
hoppers.
to the same park in the same
We-
day.
Right.
Hey, he buying everybody food. All the kids had toys. All the adults, like anything you want. It was Christmas that day. I was like,
That was
this.
one of the best trips we
I said
had.
Disneyland is dope.
Yeah.
Like
I
I always be
The
the blood.
50th time you've been there.
I've been there 40 times, but I'm like, I ain't gotta go back there. If I only go back if my kids want to go back. Man, you go for free and somebody showing love like that. You
It's
like,
a whole nother.
it's so much
yeah.
fun.
and then when we went to Toronto,
Uh-huh.
man, we dog.
We just
And
had to get ourselves out there.
Yeah, he's like, just come out here. I got you on everything. So we went to Toronto. Dog, we got a chauffeur to get anything that we want. Whatever we say, he go get. We courtside at the Toronto game, at the Raptors game, and we seen the Bills versus Seattle, and like front row on
Yeah,
that.
that's right. Buffalo and Toronto is like.
Yeah, they got
yeah,
that
they
game
do a
out
game
there.
out there. Season
We had signings. We backstage behind the curtains and restaurants. So I'm like, the whole experience, like, this is not real. Because if I went there, me and her, we'd be walking the streets trying to figure out something. We clubs free. I'm like, this.
It's just different.
It's
when
a
you-
whole
when
different experience
move
when
with somebody
you
else.
travel with rich people versus your average normal
Mhm.
Joe.
Yeah. So that was fun with the table, and then we just dancing. I almost had to tap out because my feet were hurting so
Yeah.
bad. And then my long lost cousin that I just discovered on the trip, who was in the bathroom.
Yeah, well, what's up with that? I seen cousin. I'm like, who is cousin?
Dude, because so
How
this
is she your cousin?
She's not really my cousin, but we just clicked so good. She is just so bomb, and I just love her. We just like, it was like, you my cousin. She was always looking out for me, making sure I'm straight, and just
Where she live?
L.A.
Oh, okay.
Like, it seems like if you were to kick it with her, you would have a great time.
Oh, okay. She beginning to pop in L.A.
I don't know.
Would you
but
visit her?
I absolutely would visit
See, that's
her.
the difference between me and you. Like, when I connect with people like that, I fool with them the long way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to kick it with
No,
them.
I would definitely fool with
I do
her.
a solo mission. Like, yo, I'm going to come out there and we going to rock. They be like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
and
that
she would
weird
keep
dude
it,
like
she
that.
would have it
Right.
lit for you too. Like that's just
For real?
seemed like her personality. She was just mad cool. But it was just funny. We just started calling each other cousins and stuff. 'Cause,
Mhm.
you know, so we was in the bathroom, and she came around the corner. She was like, "What size shoe you wear?" I was like, 8. She's like, okay. And then she went and she came back. She was like, let's go. I got my cousin some shoes. We in there. She had me some flip-flops. You know they sell them in the bathroom. That's Vegas.
Yeah.
So $10 for some dollar flip-flops. They are coming up every way. Yes. So that gave me a couple more hours because I was like, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? You know what I was thinking about? I ain't had a turn up like that since we went to since we had that cousin trip and we all went to LA.
That was fun.
But
another example of hanging with rich people.
Oh yeah. Hey, hold on.
All my fun times.
All my fun times.
No,
it's with this nigga. Like
I tell Britt and Steve that all the time. I was like, dude, some of my best memories are when we are doing something. Like y'all just be blessing people, don't even know it. Like.
Man, rented a mansion.
That was the same time when we went to Disneyland.
Oh yeah. They rented a mansion for like 4 days. The whole.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't. That was a different time.
Okay, anyway,
we've been to LA with them a couple of times.
Anyway, that time they rented a mansion and had probably like.
No, that time they went in the mansion is when I was dancing on top of the couch.
Anyway, look, I brought all that. Look, I brought up all that to say
all these beautiful stories.
Hey, look, I brought up
giving. You think they can give me an extra?
Because I can tell you a whole bunch
of other stories. Did they give me an extra guest?
I can tell you a whole bunch of stories the other way. No.
Hey, look. I said all that to say, though, like, I'm getting to that age where I don't want to go past that ceiling of being thrown up drunk. But those are the best times, like when you're right on the edge.
You have to have that.
I've only thrown up one time off of being drunk.
You probably need to do it more, but you're too stubborn to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
know
your
difference between stubborn and disciplined.
That's what I'm saying.
I am too disciplined.
You know your cap. You like, man, I don't want to go over the board. Like I'm good.
I know my cap.
And I'm at that age
and
too.
I'm strict on my cap and I'm strict on what I drink.
But what I'm saying is, hey, look, 7 years ago though, I've been like, I don't know my cap. So I'm like,
no, you could know your cap now, but still kind of like pass it.
Nah.
The Christmas party, I didn't even know I was that drunk.
Oh my goodness,
you were.
You got like.
You were.
But I didn't even
know.
Land. Dude, no, she got drunk at 9 o'clock. Yeah. Dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Passed out at 9:30.
Look,
Land. 7 o'clock, she taking shots. I'm like, ain't nobody here.
That was amazing.
In my defense,
you was bugging.
When we're out, he's always the one drinking, and I'm always the one.
Oh no, it was nice to have the roles reversed.
I get it, but now I got to.
It was hella reversed because he wasn't even drinking that night.
No, he wasn't.
And we were at home.
It was so awkward,
which made it like different for me because I was expecting him to turn up, but then he was like, "Nah," because Tiff is turned.
I wasn't even tripping off that. I was cool with that, but the only thing I wasn't cool with was like, what do I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is damn near 60, 70 people in the house, and
you got confused.
They like
everybody asking me, "Where the games at? What we doing? What's going on this year? What event?" I'm like,
somebody was downstairs in the bathroom,
I don't know.
and I had to go to the bathroom, so I went to the bathroom, and then when I got out, I just seen my bed, and I was like, I'm just gonna lay down for a second,
and you was done,
and was out for the whole night.
Yeah, you was done.
Everybody asked, "Well, where's Tiff at?" I'm like, "No, go wake her up."
But I'm all this sounds fun. I'm really kind of excited that we got the
guys trip coming up.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna be as turned it up.
We're not. We're not.
Sure
we're not.
We're gonna be on the.
We're not. But it'll be nice.
It'll be cool.
Yeah, it'll be a nice little.
It'll be
soiree.
Yeah. I got another Vegas trip coming up in July too.
I was happy that everybody got their money in.
Listen, first of all,
she booked and busy.
Man. I'm gonna need you to remember these dates. They're not in the calendar, so
I know the dates.
Talking about hello.
It ain't in the calendar.
Thank
like we got a shared calendar.
You know I'm going to Vegas again, right?
Yes.
We got a shared calendar. Why it ain't updated?
For Brittany's bachelorette party. Hello.
Why it ain't updated?
He knows. He don't even have my number in his phone, and he knows. So
I sure don't.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. Like she know how I move. If it ain't in the count, dude. But she out there partying. I'm in here. Piece it up, dog.
Oh my god.
Hey, oh my gosh, dog. Like I really don't like when she gone, dude. Like every time I get a like newfound respect for single parents. I promise. Like,
what about just getting a newfound respect
for your wife?
Hello, were you thinking that?
Dude, I'm like,
no. My sentence.
You know why? No, I got respect for what she do. I've been told her that, but I'm just saying. But
do you?
But it's shared though. Like you know what I'm saying?
Is it?
It's a shared respect.
Oh my god.
Because think about it. you off and then you on to like by the time the kids get home, me and the kids get home around the same time.
Yeah.
And prior to that, she good. Like you got Bella. So you straight.
You saying I'm not doing nothing during the day?
Come on, I ain't even having that conversation.
Is that what we saying?
I ain't having that conversation. All I'm saying is.
How about them Raiders?
All I'm saying is.
Oh, I saw the new stadium too.
Oh,
It's gonna be really nice.
They really building it?
Yeah.
No, it's the
done deal.
structure is
Oh,
up,
okay.
like halfway up. They're
Back to
building
what
it.
I was saying. I got a found respect for people
right
like
off
just
the freeway
on their own, doing everything. Like you get off from work, you gotta come home, bathe these kids, or go take my son to practice, pick him up, get something to eat. Try to do all that before 9 o'clock. Good luck. Trick that.
Okay.
I need a partner. Like if I didn't have a chick, man, I'm getting what's them people you order overseas?
Maid, mailed
all
over wife.
all pair.
All pair. I'm getting me an all
par.
pair. Student and just
I used
watch
to know au pair one
watch
time.
these kids.
She was from Samoa.
Well, my weekend was fun. Probably the best time I've had in a really, really, really long time. I realized I'd never been on a bachelorette party before when I was there.
For real?
I realized that. I was like, I don't think I've ever been.
I've never been to a bachelor party.
You never
Yeah,
been
but-
to a bachelor party?
No, but I that's also because I don't have any
Guy friends?
married guy friends.
You know what I did
Oh.
on my bachelor party?
You had a nasty, ratchet bachelor party.
Dildo the girl in the butt.
It's disgusting. I think guys are way more disgusting than girls.
I was
Oh my god.
I was not ready for
It was
that.
disgusting.
Yeah.
I was
"You
not
guys are
ready for
in
that.
a hotel room. They didn't even
Nah,
go
we
to
went to a strip club.
Oh, I thought somebody came
But
to
that's
the
one
hotel
of the
room
reasons
too.
why
Yeah,
I
two of
feel
them.
like
Yeah.
it is. That's one of the reasons. Now here's an idiomaism.
Here we go.
I disagree with all co-ed shit. Like we're not having a co-ed bachelorette's
See,
party.
you could
That's
though.
dumb. That's
no,
dumb.
it's not because you could do it. So
No,
I
it's
would.
dumb.
I thought that
you
it would
can't
have been.
dildo somebody in the
Ah,
butt.
look.
But you can
Hey.
though,
It,
because if you were to, so for example,
can.
if we had a whole weekend of it, right?
You
Friday,
separate.
hey, everybody together,
No.
party.
It's gay. I think
it's
Saturday,
dope,
you
blood.
guys go do what you do.
No.
We go do what we do. We're not gonna be at the same spot.
No,
And then Sunday we all.
But you
come
know
back
what?
together.
It is the thing. Like
I rebuke it.
look, this I get what you're saying. Like not everybody's gonna be comfortable with dildo and a girl in the butt.
It's not even
Knowing
the
that's your
dildo, the girl in the butt. It's there is no point in having the whole purpose of a bachelor's party is you celebrate with your friends like your last night without being married. To do that together is defeating the purpose. That's called an engagement party. It's not called a bachelorette party.
You got a point.
Same thing when it comes to baby showers. There should
nah,
never
hold
be a
on,
man
nah.
at a baby shower.
Why?
Nah,
it's
I'm
your
with you.
baby.
No, it's a female-oriented event.
Where say that at?
It said that in the Church of God in Christ handbook that my mama raised me
Oh
on.
my gosh! I think that you can celebrate together. You
Man,
guys
I'm
made
celebrating
the
my
baby
baby.
together.
I was at every
The man
one.
should
No, you
only
weren't.
show
You weren't
up to
at-
pick up
you
gifts
weren't
and put them in the car.
You weren't at Bella's and you weren't at Chumps. You were at Bella's. You weren't at Chumps.
Okay, well, everyone I could go, I was there.
Yeah,
Check that. I mean, if they say all women, I respect that.
it
but if
should
they say,
always be all.
if they say
women.
co-ed, man, I'm playing games. I'm
No.
trying to win prizes.
No,
We
I'm
just
trying
went
to
to
do
a
all
baby
we
that.
shower.
have tried to
Yeah.
co-ed everything in this world. We need to go back to gender separate.
I ain't mad at that. But like I said, if you say co-ed, I'm there.
You say
Trying to win
co-ed.
all the games.
Why?
I'm
Can't
against
you
it.
wouldn't go? You
No.
wouldn't come to my baby shower?
Hey, blood, you know what's
No.
crazy? Back to the strip club thing.
I would text him while he was at your baby shower, but I wouldn't attend. That's inappropriate.
Hey, look, dog.
Even if he's there?
They ordered chicks off Craigslist. So the chicks in the picture wasn't the chicks that showed up.
I'm pretty.
I'm like, who ordered this?
You guys got catfished?
Hell yeah. And then look, hey, I don't even want to say who negotiated. I'll tell y'all later. But one of our guests.
We ain't had but 2-3 guests on here.
Now we had hella guests.
We only
Yeah.
had 2 guy guests.
Look.
3.
They came in there, right? They came,
Why are you making it easy on the people?
Look, she trying, look.
The people's like, who the guest? Who is it? Mission?
Hey,
What's
look.
mission? Huh?
Hey, look. Hey, look. So they showed up to the door, and I'm like, who ordered this? This what y'all got me? And then they was like, hey, we didn't. They pulling up the picture. Y'all don't look like none of these chicks. They was like, I know we subbing in for them, so it's
Not
cool.
subbing in.
Yeah, she couldn't make it, so she told us to come through. And he was like, I ain't paying y'all full price for this. They was like, we gonna have to negotiate this. I think they ended up paying him like $200.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Yeah. And one squirt of titty milk in my cousin's mouth.
That's disgusting. That is like disgusting.
Hey, she thought it was so sexy though. Like she was riding him, and she just grabbed her breast and just smashed it, and then just super soak right in his mouth.
That is I'm surprised she didn't get tossed across the
She
room.
did.
Oh, yeah.
that is
That's
Yeah,
a tosser.
She did. Like,
we change
but
the
on
subject?
accident though.
That's
Like,
nasty, huh?
You just went dark on
I
us.
did go dark.
Dark.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I've been watching lately? That Wu-Tang special. Was you ever a Wu-Tang fan?
I was.
You know they got a special on Showtime.
I did not know that.
It's kind of hard, blood. It's dope watching they grind, like from them. Like they got hella videos of them just in the basement, just rapping, having hella fun, just doing it for the love of it. To see that, and then to see them overseas in China and just blowing up and how they did, that's inspiring, dog. For some reason, I love a struggle story. I guess all Americans do that, like a Rocky story. Yeah, it don't make me no different.
You like the struggle, and then to see like
I like to see people like,
rise up.
man. Nowadays, everything remind me of this podcast. Everything.
I knew it was coming to this.
It do. It don't.
Yeah.
You know, when you seeing stuff, you don't be thinking about
I
that.
think of it too, but I knew that's what the whole Wu-Tang.
Nah, I just do, man. Like just starting from the bottom up. Like, you know what I mean? Like just starting off from us just doing this and just building up our fan base, building people talking about us. Like I think that's just dope.
I was thinking about that today.
finding who fool with you.
With something I was watching today made me think of the same thing.
Why?
I was listening to TD Jakes talk about his rise and just them early years of him grinding. Like everybody know TD Jakes, that's of the Potter House in Dallas, and people forget sometimes. Like TD Jakes is originally from West Virginia.
What's his name?
I don't know. Tom?
I'm about to
TD.
Google. That can't be his real name.
Timothy?
I'm about to see what it is.
Timothy Drake. Go ahead.
Todd?
Timmy?
But yeah, but just how he, you know what I mean? Like he started.
Did
off
anybody
with
say
that grind.
Thomas?
He said Tom.
I said Tom.
Thomas.
Tom. Same thing.
TD. Thomas what?
Drake.
Dwayne. Thomas Dwayne Drake.
Jake. Thomas Wayne Jake.
That's
Not
what I said.
Drake. Dexter.
Oh.
You gotta
Thomas Dexter.
You gotta go
Jack-
by
and
TD.
he's a senior.
You gotta go
so
by
that means
TD.
that he's named one of his kids.
You
after
gotta
him.
go
You
by
gotta go by
TD when
TD.
your name is Thomas Dexter. I love you, Bishop,
Yeah.
but jeez.
Thomas. He got a lot of kids.
Hey, not to I'm gonna just say it. Hey, that one pastor that got real slim and passed away. What's his name?
Where are you going with this before we tell you his name?
Right.
He got caught up in some scandals, right?
And there it goes.
Don't they all?
Eddie Long.
Eddie
You
Long.
already knew who he was, huh?
Yeah.
I knew exactly who it was. That's why
Did they ever say why he gets small like that?
he was sick, bruh.
He had the sickness?
No, not that sickness.
Oh.
He was just sick.
You sure? Nah, I ain't gonna speak on the man of God.
Yeah, come
I'm
on.
gonna keep it pushing. What'd you learn off Timothy Drake, Jake?
Timothy Dexter.
Timothy Dexter Jake.
Hey, so man, I got a lot, but I don't want to. We're gonna have to drop some of these on some other episodes. So.
Are you about to give one? Or are you about to say something else?
Oh no, I was about to.
Give one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So y'all know I move out on Friday.
Oh. So we talking about this?
We talking about it.
Hold on, let me put a mic. Hold on, let me.
Wait a
We
minute.
talking about it. I just got too much that I'm like, we might as well talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Should have started this earlier, brother. You should
Nah, we
interrupt
had to-
this Vegas talk.
No, we had the Vegas story. The Vegas story is cool,
Okay.
man.
Oh
The Vegas
my
story is cool.
Come on, brother. You got therapist Tiff on the mic.
Hey, man, bro.
Let's talk about it.
It's been crazy. At the house, bruh.
What's going on? Man? Well, let's. Do you
I mean,
want
we talking about
That's
it?
what I'm
or are
saying.
we
We
just
gonna talk, or are we gonna
talk about it and not talk about it? Or are we just gonna like what are
Yeah.
we doing?
we gonna go
we
from the
can talk
beginning.
about it. So yeah, so you know, I'm getting a divorce. since we talking about it, and so I've been
He's gonna
staying.
throw this on us like
Man,
we didn't
yeah.
even know he was gonna talk about
Yeah,
this.
Yeah,
shoot.
I would have my questions prepared.
So I've been just staying at the house in the bottom bedroom, and so wifey asked
It's
me to
therapeutic,
leave.
huh? Is this therapeutic?
It ain't really therapeutic. I just had, I had a lot going on. I was at an engagement party last weekend, and
Surprised you into that.
and baby's Sandy's mama asked me did I enjoy it because it was her sister's engagement party, and I was busy on the phone, and I
While at the party.
the party was over.
Oh, okay.
And so moms came up to me and was like, did you enjoy the engagement party? But I'm on the phone trying to do some multitask. And I said before I realized it, no.
Oh,
And she had the look on her
Gave
face.
an honest
gave you-
response.
Man,
she had the death look.
man. And she was like, why
You
didn't you like it?
dubiastic nigga.
Or why didn't you just say you liked it?
She was like, why you didn't like it? And I was like, because it was too sappy. And she looked at me.
Sappy?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like it was too soft. It was just like, I don't know. It wasn't my style.
It was too bougie.
It's not bougie. It was just very sitcomish, like, you know,
More words.
real-
I don't really understand how you're describing it.
it was very Disney-ish,
Oh, so you
fairy tale-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had a theme.
Nah, it was just like, let's tell sappy stories of how we got together, and
Well, it's an engagement party.
I know, but it was just,
You know what an engagement party is?
I understand that, and that stuff is sappy to me. Like,
You should just not go to stuff like that then.
I shouldn't have went, but I went, and I had every intention of being dishonest about how I enjoyed myself, but I was distracted, and the truth ended up coming out. And
On
then
accident.
all she could say to me was, "I'm gonna pray for you," and then walked away. But anyway, so yeah,
It
man.
made you want to say to come out with this.
Bro, no. No. What
Where
made
we
me wanna
going with
come-
this?
Nah, what made me want to come out with it was just so we just been, this week has been challenging at home because my kid is taking it out on her mother.
That is not what I was expecting.
I know.
Yeah, she been taking it out on her mother.
Oh, maybe now it's gotten to that point because you're actually moving out. Because whereas before you've been there,
Right.
but just, in your own space, her in her own space,
Right.
Still.
And I've taken all my pictures off the
coexisting.
wall.
Not all your pictures. You took that big picture of you.
I
and her?
took all my
You know
pictures off
what?
the wall.
So now it's
Getting real.
getting real, and because you're the one leaving, it's
She's the
almost as
blame.
if it's her fault.
Whatever
Ooh.
the case may be, that
Which
was
may not be the case, but
right.
Ooh.
she's
And
a
that
child.
was
She's a child.
and that was the conversation that we was having last night, because she said that basically
I'd like to let the record show that I suggested having this conversation with your daughter a long time ago when everything was cool, because I kind of already seen this happening. Go ahead.
it's a I told you so right here.
I didn't say that.
But anyway,
Stated
wait,
the record.
but let's get it straight. Right now, Daddy is in the clear.
Of course you are. So you're. I mean,
Like right now, Dad
why
is in the
is that
clear.
okay?
Hey, you know what's crazy?
It's
though?
not okay, but I'm just saying.
A couple of people was like, "Is
I've been getting questions about your marital status as well.
you
And
had to?"
Yeah, and I've been like, well,
Like-
first, so we can talk, right? So
Yeah.
so I have been getting that, and so then
From what?
what was it? Easter? It was Easter. We do Easter here at our house, and then Ijoma came through with Sandy. For the people, Sandy is
The new boo.
the new. I can't say bae because he don't like that.
Nah.
Sand
So-
to the beach.
Yeah. The sand that I'm trying to bring to
Well,
San Diego's beach that I'm
just
being
what-
hated on right
That's
now.
just what her nickname is,
Yeah.
Sandy. That's not her real name, but that's just what we have nicknamed her.
Disrespectful.
He
Every-
said her name the
hey.
other day, and I was like, "Who are you talking about?"
Hey, he said, "Hey, everybody can listen to the podcast. Be like, Sandy. I know I didn't heard Sandy a couple of times.
Yeah, because he's dropped the name dropped every now and again.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you came, and then you walked up with her, and not
whole
that your
family.
wife came around before,
Right.
But I feel like everybody knew
Had an idea, like if they
that
seen
that
her.
wasn't her.
Right.
It's like if you
And-
seen this ex, you'd
They
be like,
they also are like on opposite ends of the spectrum
Right.
in
Yeah.
multiple ways.
Right.
Everywhere.
So when
Yeah.
you came through with her after you walked past, somebody was like, now, is that his wife? And I was like, no, that's not her. And they was like, oh, okay. I think so. And then you guys were having a conversation and somebody said something about you living around the corner. And they was like, oh, was I supposed to say that? Because, you know, he not here with his wife. And I don't know. Like, nobody really knew
it's on
how
edge.
to react or
Ooh.
respond. Like,
Does she know he
is
live
this
around
his
the corner?
side piece? And like nobody really knew.
They like, this hella awkward. I ain't saying nothing to
And
him.
I'm just cracking up because I know what's going on.
Right.
But I'm just like, dude, this is hecka funny to see everybody like respond, which is also very sad because nobody was like, who is this chick and where is his wife?
Yeah, they just roll
You know
with
what? I never really like. I've had a quick thought about that, but now that you mention it, like that is kind of sad. Like nobody, but that
And yet you still feel like you're not part of the family.
when no, what that says to me more than anything is that says that Nicole never ingratiated herself with the family enough for them to say that.
No, she did not.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like she, so it was, you know, like I feel like if you ingratiate yourself with a family, then yeah, you're gonna have some folks like ride
Little
for
side
you,
eye.
Yeah.
or at the very least, like
question.
check me on the side, like what's
Right.
going on, like
It was
woo, woo.
no side eye.
It was just like oh okay,
Normal
Yeah.
as usual.
right.
like
But that was just so funny though when that happened and stuff.
So, what led to this? Since we going there,
no,
we going there. Where
We're
we going
led-
with this?
we're
You
led
still don't
to
really
what?
know where we're
I'm
going.
gonna
huh?
let you lead. Where we going with this?
No, I was just trying to.
Are you saying as to why they're getting a divorce?
I'm just saying wherever
Oh,
he want to
okay.
go. This is not my story.
No,
To
I'm just-
lead or ask
the
questions.
whole-
I'm just here
the
for the
whole
ride.
point of it was just trying to. Right now, I'm trying to navigate and figure out. So, like, I got a couple challenges on my hand.
Mhm.
Right. The first and most important challenge is trying to move out while preserving my relationship with my child, while also not trying to see the relationship between my child and her mother be destroyed or strained.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. So it's, you know, like I'm having conversations with her today. Like, I need you to be nice to your mom. Like,
So she's like being blatantly mean
I thought
not
they, I
being
thought they
blatantly
was,
mean,
like
but
prior to this, they was good. Like
because he was in the house.
not being blatantly mean. Nicole is basically saying that she is being very cold, very standoffish,
Nonchalant. Just,
like not wanting to talk to her, engage in conversation. And she was like, it's begun ever since the moment I had that conversation with her, because she came to me last night and was like, what did you say to her? And I was like, I told her I'm leaving. I told her it's my fault. Ooh. And she was like, well, whatever you said
It's
to
your
her.
fault?
Huh?
Whose fault is it? Is it really?
Listen, I feel like it's a mutual decision, but
You would take fault for your daughter to save her.
I will take fault for my daughter, but also we are in very different places in terms of how we're understanding what's happening. So I'm at a place where it's like, it ain't no point in being angry, mad. Like,
Just is what it is.
it is what it is. Let's move forward. Like, it's been
Like
15.
we know this is not gonna work.
Right. It's been 15 wonderful years, but you know, it's time to keep it pushing. And she's in a very different state.
Well,
What's her state? Or what you think her state is? The opposite?
Yes.
Fight?
I was just asked to make sure that my child knew that it was my fault and that I was making the decision to walk out on my family, and that
Basically, like you gave up and she
right,
wanted to fight.
and that this wasn't a mutual decision.
so basically, you're just gonna take the L on this
Right, because
and
I'm
just
like,
hold all this on your shoulder.
man, at the end of the day, I really feel like, and this is coming from a man who don't have a great relationship with his dad, but I love my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still a part of my dad's life. You know what I mean? So I'm like, my kid might be mad at me today, but eventually
She'll
like
back around.
right, like and if she don't come back around, I just have to deal with that. Like I just have to accept that. It may hurt, but at the end of the day, it's like,
But
I don't want to.
but is
Why-
that the right thing to do? Like
Lie?
why take the L if you don't if
Like-
it's not true? Like
Yeah.
that's a big part of your daughter's
Look,
relationship.
man,
dog.
if
Like,
she were to understand,
I couldn't
what's
take I couldn't take the L. Like
I
if
feel you,
if
but
you're gonna tell it, tell it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
no, I feel where you
she
coming
old
from,
enough
but
to
I'm also
comprehend.
like, there is no point to have a public fight with my child in between where we both going tit for tat trying to prove who taking the
it's
L
not
and who
it's
not
not
taking
it's not about
it.
taking.
But it's gonna turn
But
into
look,
that.
Well,
this
let me
my
tell
thing.
you
Let me get it in.
It is gonna.
Hold on,
It's
let
never.
me. It's at this point. It's not about taking the L. It's telling her she's old enough to like. She wasn't 10th grade. She old enough to say, look,
She's
this.
10th grade, but she's young.
But I'm saying it's old enough for him and his wife to sit down together and say, this is what happened. That's when you gotta come together as a unit.
Now my response to that would be, so what had happened was, they had this conversation with her sooner, opposed to having the
Dropping-
conversation,
nuking her
having the conversation,
mid move.
having the conversation, and the conversation is, I'm leaving. Like, even though you may have thought she might have known something was happening between you guys, nobody ever confirmed it. So to her, this is like literally came out of nowhere. And also too, the minute that your now ex-wife, got wind about you and Sandy out in public together, that's when everything shifted and you became
Yes.
the bad guy.
Yes, that is.
For the record,
that
I
is-
would like to say that I said, do not let your ex-wife find out about Sandy. Go ahead.
yes, that is when things shifted.
Yes.
Record
Dramatically.
0.1
Yes.
and
It went
0.2.
0 to 100
Hold
real
on.
quick.
Record
Yes.
0.1 and 0.2 is documented and shelved.
Yes. No, serious. Yeah, and so that, I mean, really that's what it is. Like I had a 6-course plan, so to speak, where it was just like, this is what I'm gonna tell her. Woo. I had even, over dinner, I had even laid it out to Sandy. Was like, this is how my playbook is gonna be over the next 3 to 4 months. Like, this is when I'm gonna let Amaya. This is when I'm gonna move out. Like, I had it all, and then one day I just got a phone call in the morning, like, you need to move out ASAP. Like, no more playing, no more like, how quickly can you be out the house? You know what I mean? And so that's what shifted everything, because the hostility was coming to a place where I felt like it was just going to explode in the house. So now, you know what I mean? Now I'm just in a place where, like I said, trying to preserve their relationship, because I'm not noticing it, but she's telling me that, like, there's definitely been a shift. On the other hand, like, you know what I mean? Like, I talked to my daughter. My daughter is saying that the shift is not coming from her, that it's coming from her mother, right? So there's something going on there with both of them, because I can imagine that because of the way her mother is feeling, she's probably being more emotional in her interactions with the kid.
Her energy is
You know what I mean? The energy is different, and the kid is responding to that in the way that the kid is responding. So there's a lot going on there where I feel like, okay, how do I work this? Because I'm being asked to intervene, and it's like, don't just leave me in the house with a kid that's angry at me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already losing everything that we had worked on, and now even my kid is turned against me. And then on the other hand, it's just the question of what to do with the house.
Yeah.
Like, and on one hand, I'm like, let's sell it. Let's sell it. Let's get our cash. Let's
And
split
part
that
ways.
and just. But then it's like, okay, well, if the kid is really being like this right now,
How is she gonna be?
how's she gonna be?
So not only is my dad leaving,
I'm selling
now
the house.
I gotta move out this house that I probably love.
Right.
And then it's gonna be, am I still gonna be able to go to the same school? Because I already had to switch schools when we moved into the house.
Man.
I didn't want to do that. But now, okay,
Yes.
great. I like it here. I'm established.
Yes.
And now what? So
Yes.
oof.
And then on top of that, you know, I got the ex saying like, figure it out.
Putting all that on you.
Like I ain't helping with nothing. Like figure it out. So wait, this is
Oh,
comedy,
nothing?
bruh. Not like doing her part, but I'm not going to make this transition any easier for you. So if you can't find a way to live and still take care of this house the way you've been taking care of this house, then that's on you, because nobody told you to leave. Nobody told you to break up the marriage. And it's like, no, we been had this. Nope, you make all right. Like
She basically just throwing everything
Man.
on you. Like, look, not that I don't want to walk out, but if you walk out first, then you really it's
So-
on you.
But
So
she
look.
told him to leave though, right? Like it's
so look, man.
like you was cool with staying
And
there,
I ain't
right?
gonna front. Like when you was talking about a daughter, it remind me of Inside Out. You ever seen that cartoon?
Man, me
Yeah.
and my daughter was just talking about that.
That movie is
that's
so
what,
dope.
That's what it
No.
remind me of.
Me and my
like, I
daughter
ain't
was
gonna
just talking
front.
about
When
that
I
on
watched
Sunday.
that
We need to watch
movie,
it
I
together.
was like, this movie is so dope and is so going over all these children's head as to
Yeah.
what it really means about how all of your emotions tie in and work together to make you who you are.
Yeah, nah,
And it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be
Angry,
happy. It's okay to be
all of
angry.
that.
It's okay to be all of those different emotions.
Yep.
And then seeing them all work together. Like that movie was so dope to me.
We was just talking about it on Sunday, and I think, you know, I was telling her we was gonna watch it again together, because I think at this time it's
I
something
have it on the
that we
DVR if you
needed.
ever guys want to just.
It's on Amazon Prime too. So,
Okay, that's good.
but then in the midst of all of this, right? So my mom is one of like my confidants. She's one of the
Okay.
people that like I just tell my mom what's going on so that she's aware.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm like, Mom, you know, this is going on, that's going on. And I'm like, look, you know what I mean? I done the numbers. I done went through the whole 9. I'm like, the way the numbers is looking, like we probably going to end up having to sell the house, because, you know, I just ain't going to be able to afford my own apartment and pay the mortgage all at the same time.
All at the same time.
Right. So mom is ill. I love her, but she ill for this. Mom,
Don't give up too much game now, brother.
bruh. Mom sent a text
To
to
whom?
Nicole,
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-O.
but wrote it as if she was sending the text to me.
Oh.
You sure she don't listen to this?
Bruh. Who, Mom's?
Your ex.
She's definitely
Yeah,
listening.
she don't listen.
All right.
She don't listen.
That's what I said. Don't give up too much game, Jack. But all right.
I mean, she knows everything, but anyway.
All right.
So mom sent her a text
Uh-huh.
pretending like the text
Sending
was
it to you.
addressed to me.
But she wanted to make her point across. Like, nigga, if you don't get this.
Right. So I'm like, Mom, like, I know you. She might think it was an accident, but Nicole and Ijoma is in 2 different places in the contact book. Like, that's not an easy mistake to make, right? So then I get a phone call Monday morning. Hot. So you gonna sell the house without telling me? You gonna just move out?
Or you didn't know that she had got that text yet at this point?
No.
Okay. So you just get in this and was like, wait, what?
Yeah, so it's like, so you just gonna move out? And whoop, whoop. So I'm like, nah, like, I'm like, we already talked about this. It's something I'm considering. Whoop, whoop. I ain't made my decision yet, yada, yada. So then I go to Mom's house, you know, I'm like lightweight stressed out. Mom's like, what's wrong? I'm like, man, I just had a conversation with Nicole. Like, this is just getting difficult. And Mom's was like,
okay.
yeah.
So she got my message.
Mom's was like, yeah, well, you know, I talked to her this morning. What did you say to her? She's like, well, I meant to send you a text, but it accidentally went to her.
You
And
know what though? That
you
can't
can do
happen.
that.
And
because
then-
you can be
That.
thinking of somebody and
Yeah.
then send it to the wrong
Okay.
person.
Yeah,
so
y'all cover for the 7-year-old woman.
I'm gonna
if y'all
give your
want to.
mom a
Nah,
pass on
I-
that.
yeah,
'cause
I've done that before.
That can definitely
okay.
happen.
So then she's like, yeah, well, while she called, since she called and while I had her on the phone, I just felt I needed to let her know that she need to do something to help pay the mortgage because it shouldn't all be on you. I'm like, what are you
Wait
doing?
a minute.
woman?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm like, so you the reason why I got cussed out this morning? Mom, I just need you
To chill.
to chill. Like, just let your son navigate. Like, I'm like, for the first time in my life, like, I'm really like praying to God, asking for guidance. Like, I don't think God sent you to intervene on my behalf.
I'm gonna need you to sit this one out, Mom.
I need you to
Okay.
take a step back. But yeah, so that's just, bruh, it's just between the house and the kid, like them the two, the other pieces, you know what I mean? Like they'll fall into place. Like I love my kid, but if my kid decide not to mess with me for a little bit because she angry, like I get that, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Like I'm not really worried about, I don't want to lose the house, but I don't want to lose the house because of my kid. Because I don't want it to just be like everything just piled on at one time, man. It's crazy because one of the things that I'm realizing about my kid is socially connected to a lot of people through social media. But she's really isolated because she doesn't take those same relationships and bring them into like
Reality.
Exactly. So she got friends that she go to school with. She got friends that she interact with on social media. But when I'm like, do you want to have your friend come over? Nobody comes over. When I'm like, do you want to go to your friend's house? Nah, I'm good. So she lives in this kind of millennial space where it's just like, I know you do have associates and friends, but you still, to me, it feels like you live a very isolated.
A loner.
Exactly. And so that makes me double worried in terms of like that. And then to put the cherry on top, I think I told y'all this before, but my daughter has a math teacher who's like 24, 25.
She think he cute?
No, it's a female, little black Latina.
She look good?
She is cute. I ain't gonna lie.
You try to holler?
No.
Okay. Continue.
So look though. So look, every day after school, like my daughter goes to her class, say what's up, woo, then come to the car, whatever the case may be. So my daughter one time was like, yeah, ha, dad, like sometimes I call her mommy and other times I call her auntie. I was like, well, I don't mind you calling her auntie, but don't call her mommy. You got one mommy, not two mommies. Like, don't be calling her mommy. Like, that's not even a cool mistake. You know, oh, daddy, no. Don't call nobody other than your mama mommy because that's going to create problems. Well, today, my kid, they got out of school at like 12. My kid is like, Daddy, where you at? Like, I'm in the Thomas. What's up? I'm getting ready to watch this show called New Girl with my teacher.
What's that?
It's a sitcom.
All right.
And she's like, you want to come watch the show with us? I'm like, what is
She trying to hook you up?
I don't know, but I was like, what is this little girl?
Where was she at?
She was in her teacher's classroom. I swear. I get to her teacher's classroom like 2:30. They in the classroom watching movies. They didn't been in the classroom for like an hour and a half. And my daughter's like, Daddy, you want to stay and finish watching a movie? No.
Oh, yeah, because they about to get out of school, so everybody getting out early.
Yes. I'm like, nah, we not staying in your cute teacher's class and watching movies and
Was
stuff.
she on you?
Nah, she ain't no, bruh. Nah. And I would say, I
What
don't
she
even.
look like? What she look like?
Like any mixed person.
Oh, mixed breed?
Yeah.
How tall is she?
Short.
How short?
Asian short.
5'2".
Tiff short?
5'1".
Tiff short.
Thick, booty, boobs.
Bruh.
Accent. Just I need a visual of what we dealing with.
Yes.
Ooh,
He's stupid.
pass that up.
He's stupid.
You
Nah,
pass
bro.
that movie date up?
Bro, when I'm with my kid, my mind don't function the same.
Okay.
So, like, nah, bro. Nah. I try to explain this to Nicole, but I'm like, I really do love you. Like, I really do.
And always will.
And always will. So, when I'm out here moving, like, I am moving with that in mind, which is frustrating sometimes. It's like I'd make moves thinking about how much I love you and trying to make sure that I protect you, and a lot of times it backfires.
Man, I ain't gonna front. Since we talking about it, I still think you should just chill, blood. I mean, Sandy cool, she dope, cool to kick it with, but I think still, why don't you just take some time to be dolo?
Yeah, man, you've said that to me before, man.
I honestly do, man. I think when you think about it, you came off a 15-year marriage.
I feel like I disagree with you because
I just think you
I
need
feel
a
like-
downtime.
Well, I feel like they've already been like this. It's not like we just broke up and I'm in a relationship with somebody else. I feel like they've already been disconnected. They've already been living separate lives. They've already been like in a separate situation. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just feel like, especially for you, I feel like you kind of already checked out a long time ago.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like on one hand I've been moving solo for years. On the other hand, I hear what you're saying. I don't see what I gain out of it.
But I'm just saying, like, it's just with your daughter going. It's just like everything that you're dealing with. You're dealing with house. You're dealing with
But does
your
your daughter know about Sandy?
It ain't about what he's knowing.
I don't think that she should.
It ain't
like,
about what's knowing. It's just what he got to personally deal with. The stress of the house. The stress of
who
his
you
daughter.
Come home and talk to.
Us podcast.
Oh my god.
2 dudes and a chick.
No, he did not.
Vent.
Say.
But I'm just saying though, man.
Serious
Oh
too.
my god. He's
I just really
serious.
believe, man, like when people go through something big like this, it's not gonna be easy going through like the next phase you gotta go through with a divorce, and just having a relationship on the.
But
After that,
feel
I just think you need
he's
time
at
out.
an age where he absolutely knows who he is.
Man, it ain't about that.
It absolutely is about that.
It's about just taking a break, chilling, and then going from there.
Okay. How long is a break?
Once he get himself established, once he know where
He's not established?
Yeah, he established. I'm saying, like,
Okay, so check that off the list. What else?
once the divorce is final,
Okay.
once his kid is situated, once the house is sold, like, just get everything in order, get everything lined up, and what you need to do without somebody else in that you got to worry about. You don't need to add more to your plate if you don't have to.
What if we're talking about him like he's not here, first of all?
No, I'm not.
I said we are. Because he's just looking back and forth and that's why we talk.
I've been said that. Like I said, this ain't
Yeah,
nothing
no,
Well,
new.
I'm
yeah.
going to say, but what if in this situation, because I feel like there is an exception to every rule.
It is.
So what about if in this situation, Sandy could be a source of release for him to kind of carry his burden through this and help him? You know, she could be a very positive
I agree with that, but
energy and spirit in his life right now.
it's the thing about it is when you at this age, when you get involved with people, they ain't got time to be waiting for you. They want things to happen rapid fire. Not saying Sandy is like that, but the average woman and 33 and up, they ain't got time to be playing with you. They done been through all the games. It's like, look,
But who said
I
he's
know-
playing?
Tip, relax. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. From my experience,
What you mean
Nah,
your
I
experience?
just wanted
What
to
you
say
done
that.
experienced?
I shouldn't say that, but nah, just from
What?
just dealing with people and talking to people, and talking to women, talking to guys. Like, women ain't got time to be playing and waiting. It's either you win or you ain't. And then if you win after a while, it's like, let's go. Like I ain't got time. Like okay, let's get this popping.
Okay, I hear that. But
With that going on, with
what's
his
wrong
daughter
with
going
that?
on, it's nothing what's going on. But I'm just saying, like he got a lot going on with his daughter. He got a lot going on with his ex. Got a lot going on with his house. And now we got somebody in rapid fire that wanna. What's going on with us? How long do I gotta wait? What's going on with this? When we gonna do it? Like not to say that she's like that, but it could potentially lead to that.
So here's what I would say, man. So what I'm thinking is, all right, on one hand, now, especially now that I'm moving out, bruh, like, I hear what you're saying, but I'm also not about to just be sitting in the house with nothing to do because I'm living a solo, isolated life.
And it's not about being isolated. It's about just getting your affairs in order.
I get that. The other thing I would say,
how would your daughter feel if she found out about Sandy? Not that it has anything to do with what I said. I'm just really asking though.
I don't know, man. I don't know. She could like her. She could not like her. She could like it in terms of the situation. She could not like it. I mean that.
But she could never like it.
That remains to be seen. But I don't think waiting is gonna make that any easier or any different.
So okay, then the house. Why don't you just rip the Band-Aid out and just put the house up for sale?
There's a difference between ripping the Band-Aid off and like intentionally making decisions that's gonna induce harm in my child's life, bruh.
Nah, I mean, what I'm saying is, all right, long term, could you rock with the house until she did?
Yeah,
then
because
good.
the house is an asset. So the house is an asset and the house is in my name. So every year that goes by that she's helping me pay the mortgage, like that's not a loss for me.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Because if I said, all right, I'm gonna move out and let's put some tenants in the house. Now I'm dealing with people I don't know. At least I'm dealing with someone who I know loves the house, is gonna take care of the house, do her best. Like there's that part I'm not really worried about. But the other part of it is, man, I lost my train of thought.
All right, it's all good, man. Well, I'm glad you came out the closet.
Damn, I really had a good thought too that I wanted to share.
It was a lie or it wasn't important. We gonna call this episode.
It was
Out the closet.
Out the closet.
It was neither a lie.
Did it feel good just talking about it?
No, not really.
It didn't?
Because I'm talking to y'all about it. I've been talking to y'all
Okay.
You ain't
about.
been.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
So look, man, and I don't know if y'all would agree with this or not,
Probably
Let's
not.
see.
but from my assessment, I would say over the last 3 to 4 months, I've noticed changes in myself. I've noticed that I think a little bit differently, that I approach situations a little bit differently. That
Give me an example.
an example would be like just the way I'm moving through.
Oh, sorry. You can hear me chewing.
It's all good. An example would be just,
All the time, huh? Like,
yeah,
let me live.
would just be how I'm moving through this divorce. Like I would normally be like very combative, very like it got to be my way or the highway.
Controlling?
Like,
Controlling.
right? Like I would be like, oh, I'm like just being very like spiteful and just like, nah, like you're not gonna get your way, or like you said, like I'm not gonna take the bad guy route. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would be doing that a lot more often, and now I'm more or less like, you know what, like
I still don't agree with that background, right?
Listen, people.
I mean, you did it. You did
They
it.
know how they will respond to something until they're actually in a situation.
No, but what,
You did it, and I mean, you know what's better for your daughter and your relationship, but I couldn't let that rock.
but what I'm saying to you is this, bruh.
I'm with you saying like you matured within the last couple months.
Bruh, nah, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that whatever maturity that you might see in me, or whatever maturity I see in myself, a big part of that is coming from having a solid person in my life who I can now bounce ideas and thoughts off of as a sounding board, and the response that I'm getting back is different. We was having, bro, this is like real talk, man. Like, I was driving to Phoenix one time and I was having a conversation with her. What happened?
She drive me crazy,
so
scraping this bowl, dog.
We was driving to Phoenix one time. We was having a conversation, or I was driving. I was on the phone with her having a conversation, and I said to her, I was like, you know what? It's hard for me to respect you because I feel like I can get over on you whenever I want. Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, why do you feel that way? And I was like, because like
X or Sandy?
Sandy.
All right.
And I was like, because like when I do like semi ill shit, you don't say nothing. You don't get. Yeah,
yes.
Cause you being
extra loud for no
extra.
reason. Like you just got louder when you went over there.
Cause she didn't have to hold back no more.
Yeah, like so she just.
She felt like since I'm away from the microphone, like I can go bad on these Frosted Flakes.
Go somewhere. Go ahead, dog.
So anyway, I'm just telling her, like, when I do things that make you upset, you don't flash on me. Like, you don't respond in anger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll be more kind of, I don't want to even say passive, but you'll just be more kind of like you'll take note of it and you'll move differently, but you're not like calling me out of my name, yelling at me, ready to fight. You know what I mean? And I'm like, so I just feel like if there's no consequence to doing something ill, then like I might as well keep doing it. And so she said something to me, bruh, like it blew my mind. She said,
that's what you're used to dealing with.
Bruh, she said, every time you do something, I look at you and I think of it as an integrity issue. And she was like, why would I even have to act like that in order to get you to do the right thing? Like, why can't you just do the right thing because it's the right thing? And she was like, I feel like if I have to act like that to you, then that's me reverting back to being a child. And I don't feel like I should have to be childish with you. I feel like I should be able to be an adult with you. And if you can't bring it, like if you have to have a consequence in order to treat me right, to do right by me, yada, 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 then she was like, then you just not the person I need to be with, bruh. And in that moment, it blew my mind because it was like, I have been so used to that type of chaotic response.
Well, yeah, the past 15 years of your life.
Exactly. Not even realizing that it was unhealthy.
Right.
And not even realizing that throughout that process, my own personal integrity had been eroding because I only viewed behavior in the realm of consequences or no consequence. Mm-hmm. So I can do something, and as long as I feel like I can get away with it, I'm going to do it. I'm only not going to do something based on a consequence, Mike, instead of having my own personal brand of ethics that says, don't do this, don't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When she said that to me, it really made me understand in that moment that this woman is making me better. Mm-hmm. So I could be alone and I could do and get, but I'm not going to even move through this situation the way I'm moving through it now if I don't have her as a rock there to help me think through some of the things. So there's been times where I've been like, I want to do this or I want to do that. And she'd be like, why? Like what are you gaining if you do that? Or I'll get a text message and I'll be like, Nicole, and she'd be like, if you respond to that text message, she's just provoking you right now. Mm-hmm. Think about this.
She's a good
You know what I mean?
board.
And so for me, it's like, man, like if you wasn't here, I'd be moving completely different. So I guess my response is I wouldn't get my affairs in order if I didn't have her, because I would be moving in such a chaotic way,
dysfunctional way,
man, that my affairs would end up being disturbed more than they were put in order. So, like I said, I mean, because you one of the people that I trust most in this world. So when you speak to me, I listen and I put thought behind everything you said to me, bro. But I'm telling you, man, like, and I was already like on the way of going back to church and really trying to repair my relationship with God. But having a woman that's like, let's go to church together. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have to go through that alone. And then on them days where I don't want to go to church, like, you know, nah, get up, come on, let's go. You know what I mean? It's the little things that I'm like, man, like it's just different. Now, whether it lasts or don't last, you know I can't say any of that. But I'm just saying, like, I've been so used to what I've been with, I didn't know that this possibility existed.
That's dope. And y'all practicing abstinence, right?
We are practicing abstinence.
That's dope, man. Like, yes, I'm thinking about it wrong, like, man. But I'm saying the fact that y'all doing everything right, man, I can't knock that. Like,
yeah, and I wouldn't even say we doing everything right.
I'm saying
right? Because,
trying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because I would say, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are listening to this podcast in this episode and would say, like, shouldn't no woman be dating a man until like the ink is dry on the paper, right? And I understand the concerns behind that, but also feel like that's a short-sighted view of what decision that I actually made.
Everyone is different, dog. Like Tiff said, you've been disconnected for a cool minute. The only thing is y'all following through.
Yeah. And y'all, I mean, that's the real interesting part, right? It's like y'all have known me for the last 3 years. So more than anybody, even more than people, more than family, like y'all have been front row witnesses to the disconnect that has been in our relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't never like we just been completely. I remember that one time, what was it? Was it Power or Game of Thrones, or it was some show.
The Love Show.
It was Love. Love Is.
Yeah. I'm so mad that show going
and
on.
she came over here and y'all looked up like what is she? What is she?
Hello.
Hey, y'all gave her more side eyes that day than y'all gave Sandy when she came over for Easter.
Well, every time she did make an appearance here, it was always like, what you doing here? It was never expected for her to be over here.
Like, you made the space awkward. Can we talk as casual as we normally do?
But let the record show that I said there's always an exception to the rule. Go ahead.
Boy, she's just on.
Foul. 1.3 story.
But yeah, man, it's just been an interesting week, man. So Friday
One
is
thing that you said was interesting
day.
to me about your relationship with, I'm not talking to the mic, with Nicole was how like the culture different really makes a difference in how you can potentially rock with somebody.
Yeah.
Like how when she's with her people, she's completely different than when she with your people.
Yeah. Nah.
And you are outgoing and you're social and you know what I'm saying? Like you do good in group settings and everything like that, where she's like the complete opposite of you around your people.
Yeah, I think.
Whereas when you go around her people, you probably turn into her.
Right. I think culture, personality, and values are really important when it comes to finding that person, right? And culturally, Nicole and I were on different pages. Personality-wise, different pages. Mm-hmm. Value-wise, I mean, we try to be on the same page, but we just got different values as well. And so just a lot of mismatch there. And to be honest, man, a lot of it just really stemmed from the fact that I was 21 when she got pregnant. Mm-hmm. and my family was like, you got somebody pregnant, like, you know what the next step is. You know what I mean? Like, handle that. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be no. So that's that foundation has never went anywhere. You know what I mean? And you know, that's why shotgun weddings don't work. And I'm not saying we had a shotgun wedding, because we didn't, but I am just saying, like, the work that needed to be done before you say, like, oh yeah, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. We never did that work.
Well, listen, stuff happens.
Yeah, life happens.
It's just what you do when it happens to you.
Yeah, it's just been a crazy week though.
Well, glad you
You
found
should
some
feel
brother.
better.
Yeah.
But I would feel that you would really have been a changed man, like you're saying you feel that you are, if you put my number in your phone.
Nah, I feel like your number get front row access in my phone. I get that +2, that +1.
Oh, how bad you want this number in the phone?
Listen, this ain't my party.
I understand. Party planner.
Party planner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
party
it's not my
planner
party.
needs staff.
Right, that don't call the shots.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
She'll
I
wear,
have to go.
She'll wear a staff outfit. You know what I'm saying? Would she need a bartender's shirt?
Wow. Well, guys,
It's been long.
Bella's turning 5 on Friday.
Wow.
And she's turning 5 on Friday, and I got her postcard for what teacher she's going to have. She starts school in July.
Wow.
It's like so many things happening at once.
We're at Elliott, at
Yes.
Zeller Ranch,
Mm-hmm. So I'm
kindergarten.
Yeah. I'm just waiting to see how long before she becomes a teacher's aide.
Wow. Just automatically just
Did you know she's going to go in there?
and wanting to help every day.
So funny. But I'm so excited for her, though. But I cannot believe she's about to be 5. Like,
Is her and Lil Man gonna be in the same class?
no, Essence just told me today that he's on the AM schedule and she's on the PM.
Oh, okay.
So they will, like, never see each other.
Gotcha.
Oh man, another note. Nobody lives with us.
Oh, yeah, we no longer. Well,
You still got your.
still got a couple of people here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like, who one?
Somebody.
You got 2, right?
Oh, wait.
Or did y'all make another move since the last time
we
I?
got 2. But before we go, you got to tell them, Brandon, how your son's. Well, actually, I feel like this is a failure on your parenting. But when you called me and told me about Tell Me When to Go came on.
Gosh, dog. I'm in a car, right? I'm like, tell me when to go. Everybody from the Bay turn up. Like, even though it's a Bay classic, I look at that Tell Me When to Go as a Bay classic, but it's also commercial.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's real commercial.
I
but
feel like a lot of us felt that way because we knew what real
yeah,
Bay
like
music
yeah,
was.
like it's even though it's 40, but he did it for a He probably did it, but it blew a commercial and
Nah,
it
he did
seemed
it for
real
commercial.
commercial.
Because that's when he had just signed with Cash Money, right? No, not Cash Money. Then he just signed with Master P
Nah,
when that song came out, bro. I think so.
I don't know. It don't matter. Anyway, he always been sick with it. He been independent the whole time with Jive. Anyway, the song came on, and I'm like, man, let me test these little niggas out, man. Dog, it's like, my sons got dreads in and shake them dreads. They just playing on their phones. Let me see you show your grill. I'm like, oh, these Sacramento niggas, man.
Yeah, your kids are going to say, when they grow up, they're going to say, I'm from Elk Grove.
Dude, like, it just made it that much official. Like, they really from
No, it just made it a reality for you.
reality
Because
check.
Jair already being like, I'm from EG. Like,
Yeah,
he be
my
claiming
oldest-
that already.
My oldest nephew,
So funny.
EG to the heart.
So they had parent lunch at the high school.
Oh, bring your parents to lunch.
Man, so I went up there to spend the day with my daughter, took her to lunch. We went to her math teacher's class, her favorite teacher.
Auntie?
Yeah. And so she says, like, Daddy, she from West Oakland.
Hmm.
So the teacher look at me and like, I'm from East.
Uh,
Don't never say I'm from West.
don't get
again,
it twisted.
Right? So my daughter is like, I don't know. And I'm like, you don't know the difference between East and West Oakland? I'm like, yo, people on your mama's side live in East, right? So then I was like, do you even know what part of Vallejo we from? I don't know. South? Ah.
You know what? That's so funny you said that, though, because my cousin, it's crazy. So her best friend, we were talking. She was like, yeah, I was in Vallejo for like the first 8 years. I lived over there by the Crest. What is it called, Brandon?
College Park.
That's what you guys refer to that area you lived in as College Park?
Cimarron.
Cimarron.
Cimarron, something like that. And she was like, yeah, I lived on Smoky Hill. I was like, wait, what? You lived on Smoky Hill? She was like, yeah. I was like, dang, my husband grew up on that street. He lived at 113 Smoky Hill. She was like, I lived at 112 Smoky Hill.
And I don't even know this shit.
I was like, that's right across the street.
Exactly.
You know that's a California thing.
It was hecka funny. But we were talking about that. And then my cousin was like, yeah, she's from Vallejo too. You know, she lived in Hillside. I was like, I did not live in Hillside. Okay. I lived in East Vallejo. She was like, isn't that the same thing? It's
No.
like, oh. I was like, no, it's not. I'm from East Vallejo. There's a difference.
I had to, and that's when I realized yesterday, I was like, oh, my kid is really
from
EG.
EG.
from EG.
Hey, before we go, blood, Tip
We
banned
keep
me.
saying before we go.
Tip banned me from watching movies with my son, dog.
Dude, so you know how when I
What
go out
movie
of
you
town,
watched?
let me tell you. So I go out of town, and then they're watching Malcolm X. Okay, cool. They've been reading the book. They're watching it. And then when he picks me up, he's telling me, no. And then next thing I hear, they're watching Django. I'm like,
Bro,
okay,
you watched Django?
what's going on? And then he picks me up. He was like, yeah, me and Nine watched Scarface. I was like, okay, now wait a minute. Like,
Bruh, how
what
you go
is
from
going
Malcolm
on?
X to Scar-
Like, why are you
went
watching all
backwards.
these movies with him?
Look,
You
man.
went all the way back.
Listen to this. Dude,
I'm glad you showed him Scarface, though.
listen, I'm like, if you can watch Deadpool,
Which he shouldn't have watched in the first place, but you took him because you wanted to see it.
look, if you can watch Deadpool and other type movies that are like TV 14 and all that stuff, dog, they blasting, cussing, doing everything else that she approved, but except sex scenes, right?
What do I prove that he be watching?
TV 14.
Like
sometimes.
what? I need
even
an
if he
example.
asks, if he asks you, Mom, is
You
it
talking
cool?
about- no.
Hey,
no.
look, dog, he'll say, Mom, is it cool for me to watch this? They got a little bit of cussing in it.
We have a 5 hard cuss rule.
Look.
5 cuss words, come on, it's a wrap. And if before the 5 they drop a F-bomb, it's over.
Look,
Ooh, a 5 cuss word, 1 F-bomb. Ooh, I like that.
so look,
I think I'm dating one of them type of people, too.
So look. So the point is, he's watched movies with more than 5 cuss words with her or with me, or even
Right.
or even if we watch it together and like let him know what's going on. I take that opportunity as, look, number one, these movies is in the 80s. So are they cussing? Yeah, the sex scenes is real limited and the violence is low and it might have drugs in it. But it opened up the doors for a lot of conversations, dog. Like he like, Dad, what is that? That's cocaine. What is cocaine? Cocaine is a drug, blah, blah, blah. It make you do this, make you do that. I'm knowing where the story gonna lead. So the story, everything that I'm saying, he like, dang, Dad, you true. That look what that person ain't do exactly. So it just created a lot of dialogue for me and him to have to open up a conversation about
As if you
drugs.
need something to create a dialogue
You
with
don't.
Nine.
You don't, but I'm just saying though, but like he's seeing it and I'm telling him what's going on, why it's going on. And he can keep up with the story.
I mean, I'm proud of you for showing them Scarface, but I also feel like Scarface is not on the same page as
No, it's not.
Deadpool.
Why not?
So that was a nice try, but
No.
they're on different. One is a superhero, the other is not.
Man,
Nah, bruh. It's not even. They're not comparable.
Godfather.
I think Godfather is a great movie.
Godfather and Scarface
Are 2 different movies.
are 2 different.
That's what I
They're
told
not
him.
the same, bruh.
He's gonna try and tell me
Especially
it is.
Godfather 2. Godfather 2 is completely not on the same page
It's about the family business.
as Scarface.
It's mob.
Tripping.
It's the mob, but the way they move.
I think the storyline is so crazy. Like, it may not be showing it, but it's just as crazy, showing how the mob move.
I'm not gonna argue with that, except for the fact that
What's the difference?
they're
Like,
not showing it.
Yeah, that's true.
man. But you know they putting hits out. You know they calling
Don't
in for
matter.
people. You know,
But they're not showing
feel
it.
like-
man.
I feel like Godfather is like a PG version of Scarface.
No.
I'm not saying that they're PG. I'm just saying that they're.
man.
Bruh, Scarface.
Y'all trying to downplay Scarface. The only thing that they had in Scarface is the ending scene.
Bruh.
Besides that, it wasn't too much in there. It's the same dialogue. If you look, when last time you seen Scarface?
Bruh.
It's the same thing going on. I'm trying to tell you, blood. Like, I just seen it.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's the same thing going. It's not that much violence in there, and it's the ending scene.
I'm gonna watch it. But I
It's a lot of drama and storyline going in
again,
between it.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have shown the movie
I don't think
to
you need
him.
to watch all three in one weekend.
I'm just saying that it's not comparable
Hey, look,
to
that's
Deadpool.
that's my movie, dude, dog. Like we about to watch. What's that one with John Travolta when he dancing?
Boogie Nights.
Nah, it ain't Boogie Nights, but
Pulp Fiction?
Fever. No,
yeah, Boogie Fever or something like that.
I'm gonna need you to watch it first, and then you can watch it with him.
know
Because
it's a
some of these
classic.
old movies, these
I don't want nothing to
classics
do with this.
that we being saying that says it's PG and this, that, and other, we turn them on, we be like, hold on, wait a minute, let me turn this off. So you have to proof your stuff before you just show him that. And then I always
You think Triple Frontier is too much?
I've never heard of that movie.
why don't you watch Shawshank Redemption?
That's a good one.
That's a
That
great
is a
one.
good one.
Yeah,
Easy breezy.
I watch
And
that
also
next.
too, I'm out of town and I get a call talking about your kids are absent today, and I'm like,
You didn't take them
why
to school.
are they absent?
Go
And then I
ahead.
call Brandon and I'm like, dude, why didn't the kids go to school today? I'm still in Vegas. He was like, oh man, I forgot to tell Jaden to wake him up. And then 9 called me at 9 o'clock saying, do we have to go to school? And I told him it's cool. I'm like, the answer should have been yes. You still gotta have to go to school.
I didn't know if you guys sign them in.
Guess
I don't
what?
deal with that.
They start school at 8:45. 9 called at 9. They weren't that late.
9:30.
Huh?
I thought they start earlier than that. I'm
They
gone
start at 8:45.
6 in the morning. I don't know what goes on after that.
Apparently so. But shout
I'm
out to
gone.
all the single parents, right? They got it.
Yeah. If I was single, I had to figure it out. Man, these kids, 19 years old. Look, hey, dog.
You see
These
how I
kids,
did?
hey, these kids, 19 years old. If they can't wake themselves up and go to school,
Bro, don't walk into that trap no more.
nah,
She baited it. You, yeah.
no, that's. If I can wake up and take my kids to school, that's 30 seconds away.
Man, I think it's time we just go ahead and wrap this up, man.
All right, that's good,
It's
man.
a great episode.
Thank y'all for listening. 2 Dudes and a Chicken. We out. Peace.